Hello, everybody. Motivation Mania. The power of consistency. How many of you ever started something full of motivation, full of excitement, full of energy, but somewhere along the way you stopped? Maybe it was a dream. Maybe it was a gym. Maybe it was school. Maybe it was a business. Maybe it was rebuilding your confidence. Maybe it was becoming the person you promised yourself you would become. You started strong, but life got loud. And today, I came here to remind you of something powerful. Your life does not change in one giant moment. Your life changes through consistency. Not perfection, not talent, not luck, not overnight success. Consistency. Small actions repeated daily, repeated intentionally, repeated even when no one is clapping. People love to celebrate the spotlight, but they ignore the repetitions. Everybody wants confidence. Few people want consistency. Everybody wants success. Few people want discipline. Everybody wants the result, but most people quit during the process. And the truth is, success is boring before it becomes beautiful. The gym is repetitive. Healing is repetitive. Studying is repetitive. Practicing is repetitive. Winning is repetitive. The people you admire, they didn't become powerful overnight. They became powerful through repeated behavior, one day at a time, one decision at a time, one habit at a time. You don't build a strong life in one giant leap. You build it brick by brick. And every day, you either place another brick or you tear your own foundation apart. Motivation is unreliable. Some days you wake up inspired. Some days you wake up tired, frustrated, discouraged, overwhelmed. Some days your confidence disappears. Some days your emotions attack you. Some days your mind tells you, skip today, rest today, quit today. You never make it anyway. But consistency says, I don't care how I feel, I'm showing up anyway. That is power. The strongest people in the world are not the most emotional people. They are the most committed people. Because feelings change, mood changes, energy changes, but commitment creates destiny. You cannot build a powerful future based on temporary emotions. You build it through repeated commitment. Small things create big results. Most people underestimate small actions. But let me ask you something. What happens if you improve just 1% every day? One better decision, one better thought, one better habit, one better response. That doesn't seem dramatic today, but consistency compounds. One workout won't transform your body, but hundreds will. One speech won't transform your confidence, but repeated courage will. One positive thought won't transform your mindset, but repeated positive thinking will. One day of discipline won't change your life, but years of discipline absolutely will. Greatness is hidden in daily routines. The world celebrates giant moments, but giant moments are born from small, repeated actions nobody saw. The championship is won in practice. The confidence is built in private. The success is created behind the scenes. And the question today is not, are you talented? The question is, can you stay consistent long enough to become great? You see, consistency builds identity. Consistency changes how you see yourself. When you constantly quit, you start losing trust in yourself. You begin saying, I never finish. I always fail. I'm not disciplined. I can't change. But every time you stay consistent, you rebuild self-confidence, respect. Every workout says, I keep promises. Every study session says, I'm becoming smarter. Every positive choice says, I'm growing. Every day you refuse to quit, you are teaching your mind, I'm stronger than my excuses. And eventually, consistency stops being something you do. It becomes who you are. You become dependable, focused, disciplined, reliable, resilient. You stop identifying as weak. You start identifying as powerful. The dangers of excuses. Excuses are dangerous because excuses sound reasonable. I'm tired. I'm stressed. I'll start tomorrow. I don't have enough time. I'm waiting for motivation. I'll do it when life gets easier. But consistency doesn't wait for perfect conditions because perfect conditions never come. If you wait until you feel ready, you may wait your whole life. Excuses may comfort you temporarily, but they will destroy your future permanently. Every excuse delays your potential. Every excuse weakens discipline. Every excuse teaches your brain quitting is acceptable. And eventually, excuses become habits. But so does consistency. And whichever habit you feed will shape your future. You must keep showing up. Some of you are closer than you think, but you stopped too soon. You quit during the hard season. You gave up during the invisible season. You walked away because you couldn't see the results fast enough. But growth is happening even when you can't see it. A seed underground looks invisible until one day it breaks through the surface. Consistency works the same way. Sometimes you're growing silently. Sometimes your strength is developing privately. Sometimes your future is being built in ways you cannot measure. That's why you must keep showing up, even when it's hard, even when nobody notices, even when progress feels slow. Because the slow progress is still progress. And every consistent action matters. Discipline creates freedom. People think discipline is punishment. It's not. Discipline is freedom. Discipline frees you from regret. Discipline frees you from chaos. Discipline frees you from weakness. Discipline frees you from self-sabotage. The disciplined person controls their future. The inconsistent person is controlled by emotion. And every day, you are becoming one or the other. The life you want requires structure. Success requires structure. Peace requires structure. Confidence requires structure. You cannot build an extraordinary life with inconsistent habits. Your habits are creating your future right now. Not someday, not eventually, right now. The power of not quitting. Sometimes consistency is not flashy. Sometimes consistency is simply refusing to quit. Sometimes winning means I showed up today. That's it. Not perfect, not amazing, not world changing, just faithful. And there is unbelievable power in faithfulness because most people stop. Most people disappear. Most people surrender when things get uncomfortable. But the people who keep going become unstoppable. Not because life becomes easier, but because they became stronger. Pain didn't stop them. Failure didn't stop them. Embarrassment didn't stop them. Slow progress didn't stop them. They kept moving. And eventually, consistency created momentum. Momentum created confidence. Confidence created transformation. Your future is not created in one giant moment. Your future is created in your daily routine. How you think daily, how you speak daily, how you act daily, how you respond daily. Every day matters. Every habit matters. Every choice matters. And some of you are 1 year away from a completely different life. If you become consistent, 1 year of discipline, 1 year of learning, 1 year of growth, 1 year of showing up, imagine who you could become. Imagine the confidence you could build. Imagine the healing, the wisdom, the opportunities, the strength. Consistency can take on ordinary person and create extraordinary results. Today I challenge you, stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for perfect timing. Stop waiting for easy. Decide who you want to become and start showing up consistently. One day at a time. One habit at a time. One decision at a time. Because greatness is not built in one dramatic moment. Greatness is built daily. The strongest people are not always the smartest, not always the most talented, not always the most gifted. They are the people who refuse to stop. And if you can master consistency, you can change your mind. You can change your habits. You can change your confidence. You can change your future. You can change your entire life. Because consistency is power. Consistency creates momentum. Consistency builds confidence. Consistency creates transformation. And the moment you stop depending on motivation and start depending on discipline, your life changes forever. So when life gets difficult, when progress feels slow, when excuses start whispering, remember this. Small, consistent actions create massive life change. And if you keep showing up day after day, decision after decision, habit after habit, you will become unstoppable. Believe in yourself and don't give up.